That's pretty exciting right there, ladies and gentlemen. What is it about little plastic toys that makes me like them so much? Even though I'm almost a fully grown craftsman. Of course, I like toys in general, but the pocket-sized ones are special. Maybe it's the memories of smuggling one into a restaurant past the security so we could take on a mission after we finished our plate. Whatever the reason, I've had a continuous desire to design and produce my own figures. The journey started with resin casting. Silicone molding and resin casting can yield many parts. But the process is slow and messy and involved compared to how real toys are made. Yes, you can churn out a lot of parts with injection molding, but like Dad says, everything's a trade-off. Because metal molds are the real hang-up, this can be expensive. CNC mold making is very specialized process. So craftsmen got creative and made some DIYs injection mold. Remember earlier about everything's a trade-off? Well, that's certainly the case again. Because yes, we were eventually able to get results, especially when using the metal mold box. That gave us encouragingly high amounts of parts from our homemade molds. But there would always be an issue with DIY mold, like exterior warpage, interior damage, common things like short shots, or ones I never considered, like the mold does not let the plastic cool down. Silicone can work as an injection mold, but it has a longer cycle time, and you'll have more plastic squeeze out the top of it. For anyone who would like to know, alright craftsman, just tell me the 3D print recommendations for injection molds. Well, I lately have been recommending the Soraya Tech Clear. Previously, I would have recommended Soraya Tech's high heat right there. That's the high temperature. But as you can see, I did get me probably more than 100 out of this, but Craftsman said we need something that's going to give us more than just hundreds of parts, because I wanted to last a long time. Previously, we covered the development of a character called the Pocket Knife. I drew up a plan and hired a gentleman named Sebastian on Fiverr to convert my 2D plan into a 3D CAD file. Then I reached out to my friend Justin, who a couple years ago made this for me, of a character called Agua. But there was a problem. The pocket knife was intentionally designed with an undercut. Usually this means a fourth axis or a special milling bit or some other workaround is required. This undercut creates a socket for the heads to pop into. My man Justin finalized the CAD file and we handed it off to another shop with advanced milling capabilities. This is the point where Craftsman's excitement got really excited.
And for 2,500 years, the passed out of all knowledge.
As it turns out, CNC shops stay pretty busy, but Craftsman was set on metal molds. Because I didn't want to do like before and release a couple hundred, then wait several months, then maybe another couple hundred. We want to keep figures in production so that if they sell out, that we could turn right around and make some more. For anyone interested in the basics of injection molding, I have a video linked in the description. To make a long story less long as it was originally, what had happened was, I got an email out of the blue from LNS Technologies basically saying they want to send me a new injection mold machine and commission YouTube creator JOHNSL to make the molds.
Today, I'm going to be making an injection mold for a spoon.
It felt too good to be true because I'm subscribed to JOHNSL. I admire his work. I watch his channel, and having LNS and JOHNSL involved was a huge deal. When LNS asked me, "Do you want to participate, Craftman?" I said, "That's a big tenfold. That's affirmative. How else can I put it? Does a bear go shopping in the woods?" Yeah, big time. Big time. So I sent the pocket knife files to JOHNSL, and he got to work right away. Please check out JOHNSL's full video about making these molds. I have a link in the description. While JOHNSL worked on the mold, something came in the mail from LNS Technology. The LNS 300A pneumatic injection mold machine. Right off the bat, here's how the 300A compares to the 150A in terms of size difference. My shop space is limited, so I thought I would have to clear me out a bigger area, but it has a nice footprint and really only occupies more vertical space. But the biggest difference about the 300A is the fact that it's pneumatic. So I get to break out the compressor. The 300A is powered by standard 120 volt AC in the US. Let's drill us some holes so we can secure the unit to the bench. By the way, LNS sends a mold with the machine. So let's try it out. This is an orange TPE. The plastic hopper is much larger on the 300A. The temperature doesn't need to be that high, so don't. I like this monster clamp right there, very substantial. Now supposedly we can just pull the actuator handle down and it'll inject. Alright, the moment of truth. But let's see. Looks like we got something. But, look at that. We got some flash. Instead of adjusting air pressure, let's just tighten the clamp down and try it again. Much better. Now that is what I'm talking about right there. Now let's make another one. And I can already tell this machine is going to spoil Craftsman. And as if I couldn't get any more excited, look at what came in the mail. JOHNSL, these look just beautiful, wonderful. Without changing any settings, let's go ahead and just try to get us a, all right. Well, maybe we'll turn down the pressure just a little bit, but honestly, seeing all that plastic is actually encouraging because that means we could do bigger parts if we want to. Let's decrease the pressure and add some hold down time. This keeps the plastic cooling under pressure to minimize shrinkage. Pretty fantastic right there, ladies and gentlemen. So excited. Making rubber, plastic, real pieces right there. And since we're using metal molds, we can keep right on going. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe it. I mean, look at this. We toy manufacturing now. What about the head, though? So, tried it on the 150A, my LNS, my little machine right there. And as you can see, got some short shots. I wanted to take this opportunity for anyone who might decide to do injection molding. Don't let that scare you. It just means you either A, it's not hot enough, the plastic, B, it ain't enough pressure, or C, it might be both of them. We got us a good pull right there, see? Filled out the mold, but I would be lying if I told you that my abdominals was not hurting right now a little bit, because we actually made more than that, but this was the 1, 2, 3. Then it started getting good. But another major benefit of a pneumatic machine is that it does the oomph for you. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with working. And now, hey, Craftsman tries to get exercise every way I can now because I don't exercise no more. But it will give you consistency. That's another benefit of that pneumatic. Once you dial it, it's ready to go. And it's the removal of human error and variability that's pretty exciting. You know what else is exciting? And that brings me to the topic of cost. The price point for the 300A is in a niche kind of spot, you know, because it's not fully manual and not fully automatic. For someone who has a concept or a product idea, whether it's a toy or a tool, the 300A is very capable at producing larger volumes. This gave us the confidence to go ahead and design our packaging. After we got that on order, we really got cranking. I guess it's technically 14 expressions, but, you know. Anyway, y'all, we produced a toy from start to finish. And before you know it, you done got about 500 packets and ready to go. Huh, baby? About 500 of them? Pocket knives will be available in 3 months from this video. Psych, just playing. They're available right now. LNS and JOHNSL. Thank y'all so very much. Until next time, I love y'all and keep on steady crafting. Alright. Hello and welcome to the Craftmaster steady craft. Hello and welcome to the craft. Good evening. Howdy and vice versa. That makes no sense. Craftmatic adjustable man. What? The waiting is the hardest part. Every day. At one more time. What?